My name is Juhi, and in this video we will be discussing the science behind Garbh Sanskar. So the objective of this video is to know the science behind our ancient technique of Garbh Sanskar and to make everyone aware about Garbh Sanskar and its importance. So before we move further as to why it is important, let us first understand what it is. Garbh Sanskar is your every thought you think, your every emotion you feel, your every habit which you create, your every action you take during your pregnancy. The whole lifestyle you live is collectively termed as Garbh Sanskar. Garbh Sanskar in a layman's language is imparting virtues to the baby during the pregnancy. So let's see why it is important. But before that, do you know what kind of baby you want? Anyone? Yes? Just take a moment and think on what kind of baby you want. Our baby should be happy, peaceful, healthy, successful, and significant. Last two goals are very important. We all want that whatever we desire, we have it. We want it for the baby. We want baby to have a nice wealth, great career, fulfilling life partner, right? So that makes a successful life. But we also want our baby to have a significant life. Significant life means impacting others. How significant you are, how can you impact others, how can you improve someone else's life, how can you contribute towards the society. So all our desires related to our babies come more or less under these 5 heads. Yes, you all agree? So how do we achieve it? We spend so much of money on the schooling. So do school guarantee us that they achieve whatever we desire? Does it guarantee that our babies will be happy and successful and live a significant life? No, no school does it. So do universities contribute towards it? Do they guarantee us? No, our universities also don't guarantee us. Do gym guarantee us good health? Has it been proven? No, gym also doesn't guarantee us best physical health. So, do the spiritual gurus guarantee us, the temples or the different religious institutions? Do they guarantee you that your baby will be full of morals and virtues? No, they don't. In fact, these days, the morals and virtues have been going down. People, despite advance in the modern science, are losing their health. Do you all agree? Yes? Yes, we all agree on that. We have more hospitals and more patients. We have more religious institutions, more temples, and more our values and virtues are going down. Why don't we have great personalities today? Why do we always have to say that 1,000 years ago we had Kalidasa, we had Swami Vivekanand, we had Chanakya, we had Jesus, we had Lord Buddha, right? But that is thousands of years ago. We don't have great personalities now. Why? Can't our children write great poems? They can't tell great stories or they can't think like Chanakya? What changed? Why we don't have great personalities today? Why we always refer to history while referring to great personalities? Any creation depends on the creator. If a good food is cooked, then we appreciate the person who cooks it. Right? We all do it. If a great pot is made, we appreciate the potter. If a great painting is made, we appreciate the artist. So, in any creation, the creator is appreciated. And if it is a bad food, then the creator is at fault. If it is a bad mud pottery, then the potter is at fault. When there is a bad painting, then an artist is at fault. Yes? So, the baby is the creation of mother. Yes, God gives the baby, sends the baby in the womb, but then the life of the baby, the 9 months, the mother creates the baby. It has been proven scientifically also. There is the whole science of epigenetics. Mother has that power to create the baby, to create the whole new generation. She has the power equivalent to that of nature. Pregnancy lays down the foundation of baby in the womb. Pregnancy perception, most people believe that it's a physical or physiological process. What do we do these days? We eat healthy food, we eat ghee, lots of dry fruits, we hire a good doctor, we take supplements. All these preparations we do during our pregnancy. But that is limited to just the physical existence, physiological process. However, we fail to see that the baby is not just the physical body. He has body, heart, mind and soul. So we forget to work on the other levels of existence and we just work on the physical existence. That is what has changed in the today's times when compared to our ancient India. So in the womb, the baby is taking clues. He takes the physical clues. Whatever the mother is eating, the taste of amniotic fluid changes every minute. So depending on what mother eats, the baby develops taste buds accordingly. So in a similar way, he is also taking the psychological clues, how the mother is feeling, how the mother is reacting. So if certain circumstances exist, how the mother reacts to it. Okay, if the mother gets angry, baby learns this is the way to behave. This is the way to respond or react. So he's taking the psychological clues, the emotional clues, the spiritual clues, how much a mother is evolved during her pregnancy. Evolving spirituality means living your life, giving your best version and evolving your thoughts, emotions, habits, action. Like whether you are complaining all the time, are you criticizing all the time, or you live in positivity, you live in receptivity. So all those evaluation you need to do for yourself and those clues the baby is taking. So baby's birth depends on three things: parents' positive and negative qualities, how mother spends 9 months of pregnancy, and the past life karmas. We obviously have in hand our positive and negative qualities. We can maximize the positives and minimize the negatives. We have on our hand how we spend our 9 months of pregnancy, whether we spend watching TV or reading a book, whether we spend in gossiping or learning new things and getting engaged in the productivity, like maybe gardening and math and absorbing good thoughts, meditating, working out. So that depends. That's obviously in our hands. And past life karmas also we can nullify through certain practices, which we will be discussing later. So role of parents. We all know that parents' DNA is transferred in the baby. 50% from the mother and 50% from the father. So parents are genetic engineers, but we fail to realize that parents are genetic architects also. It has been proved that our genes can be altered. So that science is known as epigenetics. Suppose a mother has diabetes, the nature works in such a way that such negative genes remain dormant while the baby is in the womb. So those are not the active genes and they remain dormant. But if I don't do certain lifestyle changes, if I keep on triggering those genes, suppose I keep on eating junk food, I keep on staying awake late nights, I keep on taking stresses, I don't stay calm. So those genes are getting triggered again and again and again, and I work against the law of nature, and then the nature fails and then the baby suffers from Down syndrome, from juvenile diabetes and various other deformities. Because I keep on challenging the law of nature again and again. So if I want the healthy genes to develop in my baby, I need to develop healthy habits, healthy thoughts and healthy lifestyle. That way I can alter my genes and bring out the best in the baby. Nature supports positive genes. In 99% of the cases, the mother is responsible for mishappenings. Only a disciplined mother can give birth to a disciplined baby. Discipline here means developing good habits, eating right, thinking right, bringing all positivity and doing things consistently, reading books, right? So the creator gets credit or the creator is blamed. So again, whether a good food is cooked, then the person is credited who cooks the food. A good painting artist is appreciated. So what if a baby performs bad? Who is blamed? Do we say that, oh, it's not the baby's fault, it's my fault? Do parents say that? No, the baby is blamed all the time. So here we do injustice to the baby, we hurt the self-esteem of the baby, whereas we ourselves haven't done any work and we expect our baby to be the best. If a baby does something good, we say, oh, this is my baby, he's so good. But if he does something bad, you are bad, we blame the baby. So here, it's your life, your choice. Every mother has two options. Either you become aware and do whatever it takes to make the best baby and do whatever you can during your 9 months of pregnancy, or it's your choice, you accept it that okay, you haven't done anything, so your baby won't be something extraordinary. You accept your baby. But what we generally do is the mother doesn't want to put any work during the 9 months of pregnancy and then wants the best baby. They keep on blaming the baby when he doesn't perform well. But how will it come when you haven't done what you should be doing? How can you expect the same from the baby? Here is where the babies are blamed and then their self-esteem is attacked all the time and then they go into depression. And we see the world how it is today. Full of aggression, violence, insomnia, suicide cases. So every mother has two options. Either you become aware and put your all in, give your all 100% efforts, follow Garbh Sanskar diligently, and then become confident. Oh, okay, I did whatever I could and my baby will be the best and he will serve the society. He won't only make me proud, but he will make my country and the whole world proud. So bring that confidence in you, do that work. Or if you cannot do, accept it. And then, don't blame the baby when he does something wrong or when he's unable to concentrate much or he has unhealthy eating habits. Don't blame him. Accept that, okay, I didn't do anything, so he will also do this. Okay? Our ancient systems had already this whole system where people used to be aware how marriages were held earlier. They used to see the whole generation of people. Husband and wife didn't meet earlier, they just saw the family and then the marriages were held because they chose the best genes. Life of a child is the gift of the mother and father. Old traditions were marriages were held seeing the genes because the best mother and best father can give birth to the best baby. These days what happens is the husband's bank balance is checked and for the wife how good she looks, that is seen and the marriage is fixed. Then when the husband and wife used to plan that okay, now they want to have a baby, they used to perform Garbh Sanskar, that is the first sanskaran, thinking that okay, now we have lived the life of husband and wife and we should be mother and father, and so the purification process begins where we take care of our thoughts, actions, habits, and we work towards the best development of the baby, not just physically but emotionally, mentally and spiritually also. So that is the Garbh Sanskaran. It has been done in Mahabharata. Lord Krishna and Rukmani did the prayer for 12 years and then they got the baby. So even the gods do the samskaran in the human life. Rules of human life apply to them also. In Ramayana also the king Dashrath did the Garbh Sanskaran and then Lord Ram was born. So what preparations we do today? These preparations used to be done earlier in our ancient India. But now what we do today? We hire a good doctor, we eat healthy food, we take supplements and buy some baby products. And we think our preparation is done. We miss the golden chance of giving the best to the baby. Even the farmer knows that seeds are very important for a good harvest. But we as humans fail to work on our seeds and then we suffer later. And we keep on blaming our children for the things which we have done wrong. So the Garbh Sanskar is very important. Garbh Sanskar is very important. The 9 months of pregnancy is very important. If you can become aware and if you can consciously take decisions, you can work on your seeds, you can purify your body, then your body, which is like a soil for the baby, your thoughts, your emotions, you take care of them, then you can give birth to the best baby. So here is a pre-pregnancy tip. Here you can see there's a bunch of seeds, mixed seeds. What if I sow them and expect a mango tree to grow? Will it grow? This bunch doesn't even have the mango seeds. But that is what we do with our kids. We wait, we just sow the seeds, we conceive the baby, and we just wish that we have the baby as sweet as mango. But is it possible? No, it is not possible. These days people distribute sweets on the delivery, but you should be distributing sweets only when you are sure, you are confident, okay, I did my best, I gave my best, I followed everything which was to be followed for my Garbh Sanskar, and my baby has the best seeds and he has good virtues, he's full of virtues, full of love, he has great concentration, and when he grows up, he is to serve the society. When you are that confident mother, when you can confidently say that yes, I did everything what was required to be done, then you distribute sweets. Bring that confidence in you and serve the society. Become a proud mother in its truest sense by following Garbh Sanskar. Do you know the city of Kashi? Very famous city, Kashi. There the king and queen lived, and the queen had very great intuitive power. Her name was Medilsa, Rani Medilsa. She had such a great intuition that even before conception, she used to say the qualities which her baby would have. After her 3 children turned saints, the king requested the queen to give birth to a baby who can look after the kingdom, and then she gave born to King Alark, and he was a great king. So she used to think about it, then she used to support it with similar activities which would strengthen her thoughts and emotions and give birth to the baby. One mother is equal to 100 best teachers. What a mother cannot give, the whole world cannot give to the baby. The mother's role is that important. 80% of the development of the baby happens in the womb: his physical quotient, emotional quotient, intelligent quotient, and spiritual quotient. All the 4 quotients are developed 80% in the womb. And then the next 18% are developed in the first 3 years. Only 2% of the learning happens throughout the life. Most parents are not aware during the pregnancy, and also in the first 3 years, they think the baby is very small, so they don't put in much effort, and there they fail as parents. And then they put so much of efforts during the whole life of the baby, but that won't really change anything, because the best work happens when the baby is in the womb. Womb is the ultimate school. We have several examples. We can take few examples here of Abhimanyu. He learned the art of forming the war technique right from his womb. Also, the Napoleon was one of the youngest warrior, and he attained success at very young age. That is because his mother used to enjoy the war field. Shivaji also removed the Mughals from India. Here, the credit goes to his mother Jijabai, because while he was in womb, when she was 3 months pregnant, Her husband was killed and the kingdom was taken away by the Mughals, but she didn't give in to the circumstances. She didn't live her pregnancy cribbing over things, crying over things. She was a strong lady and she constantly kept on saying that her baby will free their kingdom and remove the Mughals from India, and that's what happened. So, Shivaji's success is the result of his mother's strong determination. In the womb is like a wet mud. You can shape it the way you want. You can have all those qualities which you want in your baby when you do right practices during your pregnancy. So the constant energy is transmitted by the mother during the pregnancy. Garbh Sanskar is the multiplication of virtues and division of vices. During pregnancy, the mother has the power of Mother Nature. Equivalent to that of Mother Nature, you have so big responsibility that I cannot stress more on it. You have power equivalent to Mother Nature. You can create whatever you desire. But you need to become aware and then constantly think on it, develop certain rituals, and you will achieve it. So baby learns everything in his womb. You can decide all those things, what he learns, what he feels, what he does. Everything can be decided in the womb. It is already being decided, but when you are aware, you can give positive teachings to your baby. Garbh Sanskar increases multiple intelligence. All logical development, interpersonal skills, intrapersonal skill, concentration, emotional health, spiritual health, the memory, everything is multiplied in Garbh Sanskar. Baby feels everything you feel. So suppose you feel negative emotions, he feels negative emotions, he feels the world is not good. But if you are full of love, he feels loved and thinks that world is full of love. And you can give birth to a genius just by changing the way you live your 9 months. Your child is your own reflection. Garbh Sanskar is very important. It can either make or break your baby's whole life. 80% of baby's development happens in the womb. Every minute, 2,50,000 cells are being developed in the fetus. Those cells can be healthy or unhealthy depending on the state of mind of mother. If the mother is stressed, unhappy, then unhealthy cells are being developed, which can lower the immunity, can attract deformities, low vitamins and other deficiencies. And whereas on the other hand, if the mother is full of love, positive, happy, then the positive healthy cells are being developed and the baby will be full of joy, happy concentration, genius mindset, and will make you proud, make your nation proud, and make the whole world proud. So the choice is yours. If you are planning or expecting, if you know someone who is planning or expecting, then do suggest them of Garbh Sanskar. Don't miss these golden opportunities. Miracles can happen. They have always happened and continue to happen in Garbh Sanskar. So do join Garbh Sanskar classes if you are planning or expecting, or do suggest someone who is planning or expecting. If you have any queries, you can write in the comment section. Don't forget to like the video and share it so that others also become aware, and don't forget to subscribe the channel. Thank you.